Why immigrants, African immigrants, are doing better than African American in USA? Number one, they know where they're coming from and know where they're going. Number two, African Americans don't bother to know their roots, to connect to their roots, to know the history of Africa, to study the history of their grandfather. Average African American history ends in slavery history. African American don't have a strong African heritage and African tradition USA. African American does connect with African spirit and African heritage and culture. Average immigrants from Africa have that spirit, have that mindset. Average immigrant from Africa come to America. They are not coming to America because America is home. America is a safe haven. They are coming to America because of the America hard currency, which is number one in this planet. Dollar. $1 million can do a lot of things in Africa, can change thousands people's life. $1,000 can feed some families and make them happy. More than how the power of $1,000 in America and the power of $1,000 in some other African countries are not the same level. When average immigrant from Africa come to have the opportunity to visit America, his mission, his goal is to get a job or do whether it's the wrong side or good side to get the money and invest back in Africa. Some of them have the mansion, bungalow. Some of you African Americans cannot have the next 100 years coming. We are losing, you are living a luxury life, driving a car of $30,000, $50,000, $60,000. Average immigrant or average African, before he drive a car of $30,000, $20,000, that person, me and the people from Nigeria, will have a bungalow of up to $200,000. Before you have that kind of a bungalow, if you're an African American, it's gonna take million years. I'm not saying you people are not doing well, but what I'm trying to tell, the kind of opportunity you have, you are not working harder like your grandfather. They work morning and night with hard labor to build America, make America great, the way America it is. If you African American have that power to work within yourselves in this new generation, you alone can turn Africa and make Africa a safe haven. But the reason why even America itself will not allow you to grow to that level, because they have brainwashed you from the beginning, show the picture of Africa where monkey eats with human being, where human being eat monkey, where mosquito, some people are living in rural area where there's no electricity, where there's no school. They don't show you the beautiful place in Africa. They don't show you where they steal and loot the resources, African resources. They don't tell you the mentality of Africa, because if they tell you that, you will visit Africa. From visit Africa, you will decided to come back Africa. That one story, one African American visited Ghana. After visiting Ghana, he came to the city of Ghana, walking. Nobody cares, nobody knows if this guy is from America. He felt embarrassed. Say, since I was born, I'm more than 40 years of age. I never walked street to street in my life without somebody turning him back, looking at me. Here, I walk freely, nobody cares. Before they find out I'm not from here, is when I communicate with them. The language, my tongue, the way I speak the English, the way I demonstrate. But after 1 month, 2 months, I become one of them. Nobody cares. Now he owns a land, he owns a house. In fact, he go to America and bring his family back to Ghana. He have his own business. And the kind of business he's doing here, he did not do that kind of business in the USA. And the kind of money making here, he don't make that kind of, he don't have the opportunity to make that kind of money in USA. There's a lot of opportunity here in Africa. African Americans can become billionaires. They can wipe away the pain from their great grandfather. They suffer. The pain their great grandfather passed in America. They can get it back in Africa because Africa is home. Home of your great 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 grandfather before they was kidnapped back to America and slave. This is their home. In Africa tradition, men, most of the African country, men is the head of the family. Men give condition, give the law of the family. Men provide for the family. That is a part of African tradition. In the, you African American don't have this kind of advantage to put your children in the right place from the childhood, to put yourself first as a father, the owner of the house. Some of you lack it. The area, when you find yourself, this new generation, find out, excuse me, you're missing that. You're going to help your new generation. The pain, the suffering of your great grandfather 200 years ago, 400 years ago, the pain they pass, the suffering and the one you are passing now is different. You have freedom now. You can go anywhere you want to go, do any business you want to do. That is a free education now. You can go to school. You can go to some of the offices and do some of the other things, which your great grandfather don't have the opportunity. Now you have the opportunity now to relocate to Africa to let your children know this is where we belong, not here. I'd not say that your citizenship as America is useless. No. Even if I'm from America, I have that citizenship. I have the right. Does not give me the privilege and authority to delete my home where I came from.